Good morning, thriving friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. We are so excited to be back today. Thriving Lessons with Dr. G. This is Monday, December 18th. How are you all doing, my friends? How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll keep this on the screen as usual, and I'll give myself a moment to just check things out. Make sure that all the things are going well on the other platform. Everybody's online. And please, if you can hear me, just say hello. We are not waiting for 10 minutes before we realize we are on mute. I did check. I'm not on mute here. I did check. I'm not on mute here. So if you join, please do say hello. I can hear you so that I can know that you are on there. Good morning once again, thriving friends. I am so excited for today. I'm looking all around because I'm checking all the screens, okay? Just making sure everything looks good from my end. So let me know if everything looks good on your end as well. I hope you are all doing well, my friends. I hope you are all doing well. Wow, December is already ending. All right, I'm just making sure that my people are on, all thriving friends are on. All right. It's a beautiful day. It's an exciting day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Good to see you too. Dr. AC is on. Isaac T is on. And I guess a few more friends are on. The thing is shaking. Don't worry. I keep kicking it. That's why the screen is shaking. But if you can hear me good, then we can get started. I know our thriving friends will be joining us in a second. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. Yay. Yes, Doc. Okay. You can hear me. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Hi, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. All right. So, thank you all for joining. Thank you wherever you're joining me from. We are streaming live on multiple platforms. You may be watching us from Facebook. Thank you. You may be watching us from Four Star TV and Radio. Thank you so much. You may be watching from LinkedIn, my personal page, or on YouTube, Thriving Generation with Dr. G, or on X. Grace Kakari. Wherever you're watching us from, we are very grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining us for another Thriving Lessons. I usually love to start by showing my social media and professional pages just in case somebody has the same name, which I doubt though. But if you're on LinkedIn, you see something like this, please connect there. If you're on Facebook, this is our professional page. We try to keep everything professional. So once we finish the live recording, we put everything together. Actually, we are streaming live on this page as well. So if you're on Facebook, please do like, follow, whatever option they give you, and then you get all the updated information from us. So I keep this one. I said that I'm not going to beg people like please like and share. But if you find the information beneficial, you can support, you can subscribe, you can share, you can like, whichever option your platform gives you, you can support us in that way. So, welcome again to Thriving Lessons with Dr. G. If we've never met before, hi, my name is Dr. Grace Kakari. I am an educator, scholar, and an assistant professor in a higher institution. But on this platform, I'm coming with my health education background. I have several years of health education experience. I am also a certified health education specialist. I am a certified health and wellness coach, and I do have other coaching related training when it comes to success, mindset, and paradigms. So I love to share this so that you know that we are coming here on this platform with multiple sources of information. So it will not just be the perspective of my professor job, or not just be the perspective of my community health education experience, but we mix and match. So the information may be beneficial to you in different forms. Oh, and then I had an announcement to make. Last week I did mention somehow briefly, but some friends and I are learning how to juice and also learn more about smoothie, just healthy eating in general. I have been juicing for many, many years. I think about 8 to 9 years now, but I'm now learning about smoothies. So we decided to form a private group. If you are a thriving friend and you're interested, you have to send me a private message to be added to the group, or you can send a request using the information below and you'll be added to the private group. Also, something exciting coming your way next year. We have the page ready on LinkedIn, Thriving Generation Africa, taking our time to shine the light on some thriving friends out there, changing the narrative. Some of us know about Africa, but we don't really know what goes on there and some of the awesome things our professional friends are doing. So we'll be sharing light on that. If you are on LinkedIn, please follow the page, and then um I think, yeah, on LinkedIn you follow, right? You follow, or you follow the page, and you'll be seeing more from us. So let's move on straight into the lessons for today, or the discussions for today. We are looking at how to set achievable wellness goals for the new year. And we know that the new year is right around the corner. We have 2 weeks into the new year. Some of us have started thinking about what we want to do for the new year. Some of us are planning new goals for the new season. And I would like to encourage you to do so if you haven't, because it's very, very necessary that you start the new year prepared. And I don't think that we necessarily have to wait for 20 like 31st December before we start planning. We have enough time now. So start thinking through your goals, start thinking through your aspirations, all the things that you want to do. So, what are wellness goals? I thought it would be good for us to start with wellness goals. At the end of the year, we all set goals. Like, I have my goals. Why should the goals be wellness goals? Well, no, wellness goals are not necessarily something new that I'm bringing your way. I'm just bringing your attention to certain overall goals that improve your overall health and well-being. So there are different dimensions of health and wellness, and we've been talking about them over time, but I wanted to share with you my usual holistic wellness perspective. I believe that wellness has to do with the entire body, the entire person. It's not just the physical wellness, which we highlight most of the time, like going to the gym or eating healthy. As I shared the juicing experience, people get excited about physical wellness because you get to see the outcome pretty quickly, right? But we also have financial wellness, we also have social wellness, we also have different types or different dimensions of health and well-being. Sometimes, depending on where you are getting your information from, you may see 7 dimensions of health and wellness. And usually that one takes out the financial piece. Depending on the field, they may not find financial wellness relevant or necessary to highlight at the moment. Some people also go with the 6 dimensions of health and wellness. So you may see emotional, physical, social, environmental, spiritual, mental, and you may not see occupational wellness there, and you may not see financial wellness there. Again, there is no right or wrong depending on the field or the area you are looking at. But the most common one you may see around will be the 3, right? The mind, body, soul. I just believe that it's just easier to put all of them in those 3 categories. But it doesn't mean that we only have 3 dimensions of health and well-being. It's easier to think about your mind, your spirit, your body. And for marketing purposes, sometimes it comes across very, very easy. But that is not the only thing to consider when it comes to health and well being. I always advocate for the 8 dimensions of health and wellness. And if you've been with us for some time now, you know that I always show this particular wheel. And I call that the holistic wellness wheel. This one, I believe, has all the things that we focus on when it comes to life in it, in one way or the other. We may not necessarily call it intellectual wellness, but we are interested in improving on our mental well being. We're interested in improving on our emotional well being. We're interested in improving on our spiritual well being. We are interested in getting better jobs, right? Doing better professionally. It falls under occupational wellness. So I will go with the 8 dimensions of health and well-being. So what are they? Emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, physical wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, environmental wellness, and social wellness. So again, each of the dimension will touch on something that is related to what we do on a daily basis, or some portion of our lives that needs our attention at one point or the other. Hi, Eric. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Eric is online and Eric can hear us. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So before I move into it, I wanted to take a moment to go through each of the dimensions. Maybe you've heard me talk about it before. Maybe you have not. That is okay. We are looking at the 8 dimensions of health and wellness, and I'm going to show that to you right now once again. So, the first one I mentioned was emotional wellness. What is emotional wellness? Emotional wellness has to do with everything that we feel, how we process information, and how we are able to express it when it comes to our feeling. Are we able to get excited when we have to get excited? Are we able to express our sadness in the right way possible? That goes into emotional wellness. What about social wellness? Social wellness, how we interact with people, our social connections. How healthy is that out there? Social wellness will fall under that piece as well. And then let's move on to the next one. What is the next one? My screen just closed from here, but that's okay. The next one can be financial wellness. Financial wellness is much more than how much money you have in your bank account. It has to also do with your understanding of money, how to make money and how to spend money. Some people really know how to make money. They work really, really, really hard. But when the money comes, they don't know how to keep it. They don't even know how to grow money. I think the most challenging one is growing of the money, not even the making of the money. We know how to make money. We know how to find jobs. Maybe not the best of the jobs, but at least we know how to find jobs. But we don't know how to grow the money. That is something to think about. Intellectual wellness, increasing your capacity to think and your skills when it comes to your intellect, reading around, learning more, whichever field you are in, expanding on what you know. So not just settling, oh, I have my undergraduate degree is enough. It's much more than having a degree. Having an understanding of what you do and increasing your expertise in that area. Environmental wellness, the environment we live in, the world we live in, taking care of our planet, protecting our planet, making it better than what we left it, because the next generation must enjoy the same environment. So thinking about how you can recycle, how you can upcycle, right? Reusing, all those things come into environmental wellness. And then definitely physical wellness. We are very familiar with physical wellness, taking care of our physical body, taking care of what we eat, what we put in. And I'm sure you've heard of that phrase, garbage in, garbage out. That is physical wellness, taking care of everything that has to do with our physical body. And then spiritual wellness, what we believe in, our values fall into spiritual wellness. So it's much more than religion, right? Values will be in there, beliefs will be in there. Why do you believe in what you believe in? Understanding why you follow even the practices you follow, and why you support the initiatives you support. What is guiding you, your spiritual well being. That is spiritual wellness. So now that we are talking about goal setting, and I'm asking you to think about your wellness goal, it means that consider all these things when you are setting goals. You may not be working on all of them at the same time. You may not be working on all of them within the same month, but it's important you set goals that improve your health and well being. So, how do you set achievable wellness goals? The first thing you have to think about is holistic wellness, all the aspects and all the dimensions we went through. If you are going to achieve a holistic well being, if you are going to achieve a well improved well being, then you have to consider your emotions. How does that affect you moving into the new year? You have to consider your finances. We get very excited about the new year and we think about money, money, money. How can I make more money? But in addition to thinking about how you can make more money, can you think about your social relationships as well? That is very important. Can you think about your emotional health? Most of us do not even get to the middle of the year and we get stressed, we get overwhelmed. Emotional wellness. So think holistically as you plan your wellness goals. And then the second thing to consider is your life priorities and needs. Marketing strategies. Getting into the new year, so many things will be looking appealing. So many people will be talking about so many things that they consider important. But do you consider them important? If you are a parent, then you have to be thinking about your family, your children, your partner, much more than somebody who is single and is in graduate school. That person may be thinking about what? How to get good grades. That person may have extra time to go to the gym. That person may have extra time to hang out with friends. That may not be your priorities. So when you are setting your goal, think about you and your needs. That will help you prioritize which one is very important at what time. Okay. So maybe you have a family, you are paying school fees, you are paying tuition. So financial wellness may be the number one on your list compared to physical wellness. You're not going to neglect your physical wellness, right? But what is important to you at what time? You value that and you set goals that reflect your priorities. Hola, Uncle Sam. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, sir. So, if you are now joining Thriving Friends, we are talking about how to set achievable wellness goals. And the first thing I talked about was setting goals that are holistic. So, considering all the dimensions of your health and your well-being, what is important will be different for all of us, but we are making sure that we consider all the dimensions of health and wellness. And if you don't remember what they are, we've gone over all of them and I'm showing you on the screen right now. Take a moment to reflect on that. So, back to the points on setting achievable wellness goals, you consider holistic wellness. So, thinking about all the dimensions of your health and well being, then consider your life priorities. Different things will be important to different people as we move forward. And people will be highlighting different things. Social media is going to blow up as we get into the new year. They will be advertising, maybe losing weight. They may be advertising, making money, and they'll be selling workshops here and there. What is important to you? Take your time, reflect on your life as a parent, as a student, as a mother, as a father, as a child. What do you need getting into the new year? Make that your priority and set your goals accordingly. And the third thing, as we are setting our wellness goal, will be to be specific as possible. I think someone just woke up. Be specific. Be specific. Set smart goals. Some of us are familiar with smart goals, setting goals that are specific, measurable, achievable. Um, what is even the R? Oh goodness, I've lost track. I'll look it up in no time. But set goals that are specific, and I have an example I will send. I will share with you in a second. So the R is relevant and time bound. I think smart goals have been around for a very long time. They have been supported theoretically. People have used it in different aspects of their well being. They've seen results. So I don't mind sharing that you set smart goals, goals that are specific, goals that are measurable. Measurable means that how would you know when you have achieved the goal? You have some type of if it's financial goal, you have a number. If it's business goal, you have some kind of figures, some kind of percentage, something that will help you know when you have achieved it. Okay. um where is the Relevant. Relevant means being relevant to you, not being relevant to the global world, right? Like I said, getting to the end of the year, different things will be highlighted. They are going to make so much noise. You'll be surprised. They are going to tell you what is important, what you should focus on, depending on what they are selling to you. So it should be relevant to you. And then time bound. When do you want to achieve this goal? I stuck to specific because most of our goals are not specific enough. What exactly do you want getting into the new year? What goal are you going for? Be as specific as possible. When I was talking about the second point, being consider what your life priorities are, I did share that if you're a parent, maybe you are taking care of other children, so you may be considering financial goal. So you may say that I want more money, but how much is more money, right? Or maybe I want to learn about how to grow money. By doing what? Is it learning about real estate investment? Is it learning about the stock market? What kind of learning do you want to do? As specific as possible. Once you have that specified, you are likely to go for it. If you leave it very general, I would like to make money, I would like to do this, I would like to do that. Sometimes the motivation to get it, the motivation to commit to it may not be there. So keep that in mind. And I'll share my own example at the end. So stay with me, okay? The fourth thing is break each goal down. As specific as it could be, how are you going to achieve this goal? Specific steps. Step by step, how will this be done? Break it down. Make it more and more realistic. I think as small as it can be, it will look manageable to you and you may not be overwhelmed because I can easily, I'm sure I've said this before, I can easily get overwhelmed, okay? And goals easily become daunting to me. I'm like, it's too big. Okay, let me wait for when I have a big chunk of time, then I'll do it. And then I never do it because I never have a big chunk of time. But if you break it into manageable steps, manageable um opportunities, manageable things to do, then maybe I finish one thing, I check it off my list. I finish the other thing, I check it off my list. Then I know that I'm doing it. I get motivated. I get to the next thing. The last point to consider will be record and assess progress periodically. Really, to be motivated, to be able to celebrate the journey, you have to keep track of what you are doing. If, for example, maybe it's a good time for me to go for my example. I shared with you last week that I just had a baby, right? So, for example, my goal will be returning to my health and well being before the baby. When you have a baby, it has a toll on your body. You are stressed, you are tired. So, a simple way I thought I could measure something like that would be, oh, losing weight or maybe gaining my energy back. Losing weight is very, very easy because I can put a number to it. The healthiest way to lose weight is to lose between 1 to 2 pounds a week. Okay, no more than that. It's healthy to stay within 1 to 2 pounds. So, if that is your wellness goal, that will be under the physical wellness goal. So, how do you do that? You know the number, right? So, you will decide that, okay, moving forward, I'm overweight. The doctor said that's not good for me, or it's affecting my health. In my case, it's just energy. I have very, very little energy to move through the day. I get very tired. I want to sleep. And it's okay because I'm only 4 months into it. I'm only 4 months into it. So not don't overly stress. But we may be in different situations, and I'm just using this an example as an example. Okay. So now I know that I need between 1 to 2 a week. We have an average of 52 weeks in a year. So now I know that I'm going to lose 50, between 50 to, if you're going for the two, then 100 if you commit to the goal, right? So now I have a number to it. So then how many do I want to lose and what is the time bound? Okay. So let's look at it in a smart goal setting. So the S, specific. My specific physical wellness goal, remember, I'm not leaving it. I have a physical wellness goal that is broad. So many things can go under physical wellness. Juicing can go under physical wellness. Eating fruits and vegetables can go under physical wellness. So under my physical wellness goal, I'm going for weight loss, going to lose my baby weight, right? So that is very specific. How much of it? Measurable. I will be losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. So at the end of every week, I'll be able to measure exactly how much I am losing, right? 1 to 2 pounds each week. Okay, so that is my S, that is my M. Aim. A, how am I going to achieve this? Is this achievable? Definitely it is achievable because it's within the reasonable weight loss goal. But how am I going to achieve that? I am going to achieve that by going back to the gym. I haven't been to the gym for over a year now. When I was pregnant, I just decided to stay away from any kind of machine. I didn't want any accident. It wasn't likely going to happen, but I was just freaking out in my own mind. So I stayed away. Okay. And then after pregnancy, I've been telling myself that I'm going to work out at home. I'm going to work out at home. But I haven't had a chance to do that because there's always something else calling for my attention. So I've realized that in order to achieve my specific goal, I may have to leave the house. So I will be going back to the gym, the one I used to participate in before everything changed. I will be going back there. That is how I'm going to make this goal achievable. And I'm going to go to the gym at least 3 times in a week, minimum of 3 times in a week. That is also measurable. All right. So I have the specific taken care of. I have the measurable taken care of. I have the achievable making taken care of. So SMA taken care of. Relevant. How is this relevant? This is relevant because I will be getting my energy back. Currently, I feel tired most of the time. I feel sleepy most of the time. And it's also because, of course, when you have a baby, you have some responsibilities to do. But I want to get some energy back. This is relevant to me. And even as I go through that process, it will be affecting my overall physical well being. Okay, there is nothing wrong with exercising. We all know the multiple benefits when it comes to exercising. So, is that relevant? Yes. Who is it relevant to? It is relevant to me. That is good. It's relevant to me. And then time. I have to have some time. I can't leave it till December 31st that I can get to see. So, because I have weekly goals, I have time bound. So, every week I will be checking. I have already called the gym, I have registered, renewed, and my gym gives you the permission to go off without charging you for a certain period of time. And when you have a child, they are more flexible. So, I told them I was coming back in January 2024, but I called them and said, no, I'm returning on Monday, December 18th, and they have that noted. So my time starts today. And then at the end of every week, I'll be able to measure and see how far I'm going. But I have decided to do it on a monthly basis. So at the end of every month, I'll be able to measure and see how I'm going. I'm not going to wait till multiple months. And then when I see that I'm behind, I may just give out like, oh, never mind. I'm not going to achieve it anyway. That is not what I'll do. So that is a good example of a SMART goal, a specific physical wellness goal, how I'm going to achieve that. I made it specific, I made it measurable, I made it achievable, I made it relevant to me, and I have a time to it. So, thriving friends, share with me some of the goals you will be working on and how you are making that SMART. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. And I'm realizing that Facebook is not streaming here. Isaac T, can you check that for me? I'm not seeing Facebook on my platform. It's so easy for let me see. The others should just show on StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard and I can easily see YouTube, I can see LinkedIn, but I am not seeing Facebook. So maybe Isaac T can look at it for me. That would be wonderful if there are comments on there. All right, thriving friends. So let's see, how do we move on? Let's use an example. What do you think? We have some time. So let's use the financial wellness goal as an example. All right. Uncle Sam, do you want money? All right, so let's take a financial wellness goal. I'm a parent, all right. So let's say I'm taking care of 3 kids. Thankfully, I am not doing it by myself. I have a partner, I have a husband. So my financial wellness will not be my only financial wellness. It will be a family financial wellness goal. But let's say that you are a single person and you are now starting life. You desire to get married soon and then you desire to have your own home. Hey, Dr. Sam wants money. Oh, Dr. Sam, how much money do you want? And let's break it down into 12 months. How much would you consider achievable in your case? How much do you want? Give me a number and then I will break it down for you. Let's see how we can achieve your financial goal. A lot of us want more money. We want money. We want more money. So, how much money do we want? Hey, this is my brother. Hi, sir. Colby. Thank you for joining. Of someone 200,000, and I'm going to assume it's in dollars. Okay, let me grab my phone and let me get a calculator. I beg you. My mind is not math. Okay, so I have my phone. Let's calculate. Calculate. I have the calculator app. Uncle Sam is looking at 200,000. So I'm going to assume that 200,000 extra income in 2024, because you already have a job, you already have one stream of income, and you are looking at earning maybe 200,000 by the end of 2024. If that is not right, let me know. I'm going to start with the numbers. So Uncle Sam is looking at 200,000, okay, making 200,000 extra financial goal, right? 200, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Trust me, I'm working on it. All right. So 200,000 extra. All right. Let's do this. And then there are 12 months in the year, right? Uncle Sam wants a total of 200,000 by the end of 2024. There are 12 months in 2024. So I'm going to do 200,000 divided by 12. Okay, so Uncle Sam will need to be making at least 16,000. It's 16,666.666666667. Okay, so let's round it up and say 17,000 a month. Uncle Sam has to plan or find something, an opportunity that will help him make at least 17,000 each month. Okay, so with 17,000 each month, how do we make it more achievable? Where on earth are you going to get 17,000 each month? Maybe let's break it down. There are 4 weeks in a month. So I'm also going to divide this 17,000 or 16 point what by 4. That brings us to 4,166.6666. So Uncle Sam would have to think about an opportunity that can make him averagely 4,200 a week. Uncle Sam, is that achievable? 4,200 a week. So now that you know that you have to be making 4,000 a week in order to achieve your 200,000 a year, what opportunities are you going to look for? So let's say 4,000. One way to look at it is to find or is to create product. Okay. Isaac T says Facebook is working good. Okay, I can see it here, but I trust you. And you are commenting from LinkedIn, so I wonder how Facebook is working good. All right, I trust you. That's good. So, Uncle Sam, we are going to make 4,200 a week. 4,200 a week. How can we even break this down a little bit more? What opportunities out there will give you 4,200 a week? If you think about it that way, you are not going to achieve it. It's going to scare you. 4,000 seems to be a lot for a week. So, how about we divide this into 4? You find 4 opportunities that will give you 4,200 a week. It's not really, really hard if you are doing guest speaking. There are people who speak at occasions and they get like 5,000 per opportunity, 10,000 per opportunity. Cool. But there are not many opportunities like that. So 4,200 divided by 4 will be averagely 1,050 per opportunity. So, Uncle Sam, let's brainstorm. What are some of the things you can do to make 4,000 in a week? Or one thing that can get you $1,000 at a time? Please, let's help Uncle Sam here. People, let's brainstorm. What are some of the opportunities that can get you $1,000 a week? I am thinking about wow, affiliate marketing. I don't know. I haven't done that before, so I don't know how that can get you $1,000 a week, but you can create products. Now there are so many things that you can sell without necessarily having the physical product with you. I am into authoring, right? Having children's book. So you can write a book, you can create journals, you can create so many things that you can sell on Amazon. Amazon will print and sell for you. They will take a big chunk of the money though, but then you don't physically have to do anything. So that will be a passive income. And I'm assuming that you already have your full-time job. So if you're going to have another job, it may be just a part-time, something that can get you 1,000 a week. That seems to be a higher amount, but it is achievable when you break it down that way. So you can sell things on Amazon that can get you that. Hi, Isaac. Oh, Isaac commented from Facebook so that we know that he's on Facebook and it's working. Thank you so much. Isaac helps me a lot with social media stuff. Thank you, Isaac T. And I'm saying Isaac T because my husband is also Isaac. All right. So we are thinking about the things that can get us 1,000 in a week. Please help me brainstorm here. Uncle Sam, help me, please. All right. So one thing will be selling products. You have multiple products. If you have multiple products on Amazon.com, you are likely going to have some money coming in at the end of each week. I also know that you can set up consulting depending on the field you are in. Uncle Sam, I think you are in engineering, right? Construction engineering, something like that. You can consult on the side that can bring you some money. I don't know how much you can charge per opportunity per week, but if you can get $1,000 from two customers each week, that would even be fantastic. It will get you closer and closer to your 200,000 goal. What are some of the opportunities? Okay, let me go and ask Mr. Google. What opportunities can get us 200,000 in a year? As I look it up, please brainstorm as well. We have to make sure we have solutions before we can go. So I'm typing what opportunities, I can't spell opportunities, can help us get 200,000 extra income in a year. Did you come up with any ideas? Because I am now going to check my opportunities. I guess I have to be more specific because anything can get you that. Uh, this one is very, very general. It says start a business, identify a niche or an industry with high demand and start that business. And then it says investing, consider real estate investing, buying, selling. In fact, that's not a bad idea. If you have space in your home, maybe you can rent a part of it out. Airbnb, right? Airbnb, I heard, makes a lot of money. I haven't done it before, but I have a friend who made a video on it. He rents part of his home and he makes money out of that. That can really get you closer to your goal. Uncle Sam said trading of commodity. Yes, if you are comfortable there, maybe you can also learn. So if you are now joining us, we are brainstorming on how we can make 200,000 extra income for Uncle Sam in 2024. So we are thinking about investing. Investment takes time, so I don't I maybe the first month it wouldn't get you the we've broken it down. So 200,000 was going to be 16 or 17,000 a month, and 17,000 we broke it down some more is about 4,000 ish a week, and 4,000 ish a week we are looking for opportunities that will bring different amounts, and we can get that 4,000 a week. It says online business, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, or e-commerce. That was the suggestion I made from Amazon. That would be under the e-commerce. I don't know much about the drop shipping. I'm thinking it's the one that you can create t-shirts, pens, and stuff like that, and they will ship for you. Very similar to what Amazon does, I think, but it's something to look into. So network marketing, I'm not familiar with network marketing, but they are saying it's good. It can get you closer to your goal. And then this one said release intellectual property. I love this one. It says write a book, create a course, develop software. Uncle Sam, do you see any of these within your field? Can you develop a software? Can you create a course? Can you create a book? That can get you closer to the goal. And then partnership, finding partnerships, collaborating with others, individuals on their business adventure, that will also help you. And then depending on the field you are in, they are also suggesting writing grants. So that is an example of 200,000, breaking it down to make it more achievable. So now you know that in order to get your 200,000, you may have to get 4,000 in a week. And maybe you may not achieve that every week, but maybe some other weeks you may get more, other weeks may get less. But breaking it down makes it more achievable. You know that it's not really far from getting it. And you said yes to partnership. So we do have about 5 more minutes to get offline. But thank you so much, Uncle Sam, for using yourself an example. We appreciate you and we wish you the very, very best with the 200,000 goal. It's achievable. You just have to work towards it. So that was a financial wellness goal. So wherever you're joining us from, Thriving Friends, we've been talking about how we can set achievable wellness goals. And there are different dimensions of health and wellness, and different things are appealing to us or are important to us at different times in our lives. Maybe you may not need so much at a certain time, you just need 50,000. Can you imagine how easy it would be to achieve 50,000? Let me help you right now before I get offline. So if you are trying to achieve 50,000 extra income by the end of 2024, you divide that by 12, you are looking at 4,200 at the end of every month, which is very achievable. And how can you do that on a weekly basis? You are looking at making about 1,000, only 1,000 or 1,100 a week. That can be achievable if you break it down. The steps we talked about is making your goals holistic. When you are setting wellness goals, when you are setting any kind of goal, think about you as a person as a whole, your finances, your physical health, your intellectual health, your mental health. If the goal you are setting is going to affect your mental well-being, you are going to end up being stressed and you're going to end up being depressed. Is it really worth fighting for that goal? Think about it. Then consider your life priorities and needs. My goals may not be relevant to you. So think about you. What do you need right now? If you're a family person, you know what you need. Make that your priority and go for it. And we talked about making your goal as specific as possible and being specific as much as possible. We just went through two examples, one being a physical wellness goal and one being a financial wellness goal. And we talked about how you can achieve both in specific ways. And then, even though goals may be exciting, we have to learn how to break them down into smaller, manageable, achievable steps so that we will be encouraged, so that we will celebrate along the way and we'll push through to the very end. And then we have to have a time from time to time, record, assess your progress, make the necessary changes, and move on accordingly. So, Thriving Friends, these are the steps I'm sharing with you this week. I lost connection for a second. I apologize, but I'm done anyway. I'm done anyway. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on here every week. For next week, we have something exciting for you. And I hope, and I hope, and I hope, and I hope, and I hope that this will not just be one more lesson that we learn, but it will be something that you are going to work on. You are going to take a step back this week. We moved the thriving lessons from Fridays to Mondays so that we'll have the chance to think through the materials and work towards them. We are going to thrive. But we have to thrive holistically and we are going to thrive together. I'm going to work on my goals this week. I hope you work on yours and I'll see you the same time next week. Again, remember, friends, those of us who want to learn more about juicing and smoothies, send me a private message. If you joined late, you may have missed this. Some friends and I are learning about juicing and smoothies just to add that to our diet moving on into 2024, eating more healthy, drinking more healthy, and including our children in it. So if you're interested in something like that, send a private message or send a request to this group, and then we'll be sure to add you up. All right, that is it for this week. Thriving friends have to get to work, so I'm going to end the stream here. But I wish you the very, very best. I wish you well. Let's continue to thrive and let's thrive holistically. I'll see you same time next week. Take care, my friends.